Last time we covered 10 essential techniques for Rivals of Aether 2, but there's still more to unlock. Here are 5 more advanced techniques to elevate your game. Baby dashing is a movement option that is performed quickly by moving the control stick left or right while grounded. This technique requires you to press forward or back for 1 frame before letting your control stick go back to neutral. While this may be difficult for traditional controllers like the GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation controllers, leverless controllers like the Box, Hitbox, Frame 1, and keyboards definitely have an easier time achieving this input. What makes baby dashing so good is its burst of sliding momentum on the ground that leaves you in a standing state. While standing, you're completely actionable to all your grounded options in addition to a standing grab. Baby dashing is a microspacing tool that allows you to cover different distances than a wave dash, pivot tilt, or run. Baby dashing is also less of a time commitment than those options. Reverse aerial rush is a movement technique that is used to retain momentum after a run to get a full drift back air without having to stop your momentum. This technique is done by running longer than your initial dash to activate a skid, jumping during the skid animation, and quickly continuing the momentum back in the direction in which you want to swing your back air. The way to get the skid animation is by running for a longer distance than your initial dash. This happens because your character transitions out of their full running animation. This animation cannot be cancelled by running in the opposite direction like your initial dash can. If you try running in the opposite direction, you will get an animation where your character tries to turn themselves around, but they end up having to slow down by skidding to begin running back in the opposite direction. This animation starts the character's turnaround but can be cancelled with a jump, creating an interaction where the character is still being pushed forward by their momentum, but has their back turned. Adding a jump creates a perfect shift from grounded to aerial movement. Moreover, in conjunction with being able to input left or right, this allows you to limit or extend how far you fly. Moonwalking is one of the sauciest forms of traversal in Rivals of Aether 2. The way you accomplish this technique is by dashing forward and immediately inputting a half circle back. You know you're doing this right when you get an insane amount of momentum sliding backwards. This option is great for crossing up an opponent, stealing ledge, and getting momentum behind your character without having to reverse aerial rush. Edge cancels are where you slide off of the edge of a platform or the stage after using a special move. Technically, you can use it with more than just special moves, but the reason it's significant for specials is because it leaves you immediately actionable after sliding off the edge. Let's say your side special puts you into freefall. Well, now, it won't. Speaking of it not being exclusively for specials, you can get creative by using slide-offs to edge cancel laggy rewarding moves like down air for Clarion or Zeta Burn to get additional combos. The way edge cancels differs from ledge slide-offs is through its application of using offensive moves to obtain its momentum. Dash attack cancel up strong, or Dacus, is a movement option that allows you to do as the name suggests. On the first couple of frames of a dash attack, if you input an up strong, your momentum from the dash attack is retained and displaced onto your up strong. This allows for your character to slide with an up strong that should be longer than your wave dash up strong, giving it different use cases. Just like all microspacing tools, Dacus helps us with positioning and should be experimented to see what it offers for your specific main. For example, Zeta Burn can confirm off of his dash attack with an up strong. His Dacus breaks the rules as it's not necessary to execute the up strong at the start of his dash attack. I have one bonus movement tool for you. I think it counts as one because it's a microspacing tool. Boost grabs are used to get a standing grab out of a run. To perform this technique, you just need to press jump and cancel the jump squat frames with a grab input. Despite continuing your momentum from the run, the jump cancel considers your character as if they're standing, which allows for this technique to work. Having access to a standing grab during a run allows a player to avoid dash grabs that have laggy startup and end lag. Like Dacus, this tool is used for different use cases and spacing as it varies from character to character. I'm thankful for all the comments on my last video. They gave me a lot more insight and corrections on the information that I presented to y'all. If you want to add any additional information to this video, please leave a comment. I appreciate y'all.